Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, is this all my story will be? Not in numbers, but in meaning. Not in what you earn, but in what you're building. If you've ever felt that ache in your chest, wondering whether greatness skipped your name, then this story is for you. Because there once lived a boy named Irvin Johnson Jr., born in a working-class town where dreams didn't fly. They fought. The world would later call him Magic. But the most magical part of his life wasn't basketball. It was what he built after the applause faded. And if you don't watch till the end, you may miss a single idea that could change everything for your own life. Magic Johnson grew up watching his father work multiple jobs. Janitor, assembly line worker, no fame, no trophies, but pride, deep, gritty, disciplined pride. Young Magic saw that work was sacred, even if the world never clapped for it. That was his first lesson. Your first fortune isn't in your pocket. It's in your perspective. When Magic entered the NBA, he didn't just play the game. He studied the room. During sponsorship meetings, while others nodded, he asked questions. Why did Pepsi sign with us? What does a brand want from a team? They laughed, but he listened. He said, while other players buy sneakers, I buy sneaker companies. The first strategy? Don't just chase income. Chase ownership. Pause here and ask yourself, what is something you use every day but never thought of owning? Is it coffee? Is it ride sharing? Is it the content you consume? Comment it below. This question might just open your first door to wealth. But mindset isn't all about external moves. It's about internal wiring. I remember the first time I read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It wasn't a finance book. It was a mirror. I finally understood why calm investors win, why greed whispers, and why most people fail not from lack of income, but from lack of patience. If money makes you anxious, read that book. It's linked in the description. Don't read it for me. Read it for the version of you that is tired of being broke and confused. After retiring, Magic Johnson didn't slow down. He leveled up. He asked, why don't we have theaters in black communities? So he built them. Magic Johnson theaters weren't just cinemas. They were cultural centers. He created value where others saw risk. That's the second strategy. Success is often hidden in neglected places. Don't wait for permission. Find the gap. Fill it. Then came Starbucks. Imagine this. A basketball player sits across from Howard Schultz and says, let me open your stores in urban areas. Schultz says yes. But Magic didn't just replicate the brand. He reinvented it. He changed the music. He replaced scones with sweet potato pie. He made Starbucks feel like home. That's the third strategy. Localization wins where imitation fails. Let's test your focus. If you're still with me, comment, I build in silence. Let's see who's not just watching, but absorbing. By the 2000s, Magic Johnson Enterprises had stakes in real estate, sports teams, theaters, and over 100 Starbucks locations. Today, his net worth is over $1 billion. But his true wealth, he never forgot where he came from. He didn't just build capital, he built community. And in 1991, when Magic announced he was HIV positive, the world held its breath. In a time of fear and stigma, he stood tall. Brands fled, but he didn't. He transformed vulnerability into visibility. That's the fourth and final strategy. Trust is the most valuable currency in business. And it's earned when you stand for something bigger than yourself. So now it's your turn. What are you building? Are you collecting jobs? Or crafting a legacy? Are you spending your 20s consuming content? Or building the foundation of a life you don't need a vacation from? If this story sparks something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe, not just to this channel, but to your own greatness. Because here, we don't just tell stories. We give you blueprints. The next story might be the one that lights your fire. And if you miss it, you might spend years chasing what you could have learned in minutes.